Hey folks, 99 here. Thanks for tapping on the video. I really appreciate it. So today I want to talk about something that I thought was pretty much common sense. So if I can dive into that, for a lot of people that are in the prepper community or people who just like to be prepared or just have at least a minimal amount of preparedness, just in case things go wrong, this kind of information is probably common sense. At least I thought it was common sense. So, a quick story. Just a few days ago, I was on my way home from work at night, getting ready to make a right hand turn onto the freeway on ramp. And right on the side of the road, as my headlights straightened out with the road, you could see a guy on the side of the road. I mean, immediately after making the turn on the side of the road, changing a flat tire with one of those the lights that are on the back of your cell phone with the one LED light. You know, it looks bright when you point it in your face, but when you're out there, pitch black, hardly any street lights or anything, it was really difficult to see the guy. And I mean, he had the cell phone kind of up close to the tire, holding it with one hand close to the car and trying to turn a lug wrench with the other hand. Very unsafe. And if somebody gets on that freeway on ramp and kind of taps on the gas and being a little spirited in their driving, and that car spins out, I mean, you don't see the guy. You probably wouldn't even notice that you hit him until after something happens, or your headlights actually veered to the right, because he was off to the right a little bit. But of course, like I said, this is common sense to most people. But for those who don't know or just haven't been told, let us suggest to you that you get an actual real flashlight. I can appreciate the technology where your light on your cell phone is there just in case you need it for something, but I don't think that the lumens on that flashlight on the cell phones are bright enough to keep you safe. I'm only saying that because I suggest that most people keep some kind of flashlight. Every car that I drive, I keep a flashlight. These are my rechargeable Husky flashlights that I keep pretty bright. This is a smaller one for a smaller compartment in one of my cars. And then, in my truck or a Suburban, I keep a flashlight and things like that. This one is actually being charged as we speak with the with my EcoFlow here. So I'm just suggesting that, you use a real flashlight, invest in your safety, invest in some equipment that will actually be there to take care of you. And, no amount of money is worth saving if you're not going to be there to be able to enjoy the money. So I just say invest in some good equipment to take care of yourself. Now, there are many different ways. I have a series on my channel where I talk about rechargeable lights and that sort of thing. Let there be rechargeable light. You can check out those videos. Um, uh, these flashlights here are not necessarily top of the line. I use the Husky flashlights because I like them. They're metal construction. They're dual rechargeable. They call them dual power flashlights because they have the built-in batteries that can be recharged this way. And then they also have this battery sleeve apparatus type of thing that takes AA batteries that if you did not have a way to charge the USB-C powered flashlight and you happen to have rechargeable batteries, which a lot of us that have solar power generators, we keep solar. I'm sorry, not solar, but rechargeable batteries like these energizers here. These are currently being charged with this charger. Red light indicates that the power is on and that they're being charged. So these AA batteries can actually go into the battery sleeve here, and you take out the battery, the internal battery on the flashlight, if you didn't have a way to charge those, and then but you did have your AA batteries, and you can put the AA rechargeables in here and put that inside of the battery powered flashlight, and now you have rechargeable batteries in there. So it has an internal rechargeable battery And you can also use the sleeve to use your rechargeable batteries that you might have at home for backup. A lot of us in the prepper community are a big fan of most things being able to be recharged, and then also having your regular batteries just for backup. But these are things that we like to keep just to have um, more than one way. Like they say, um, uh, two is one and one is none. That kind of theory there. So it doesn't matter what brand that you use. I don't promote any brand. These folks are not paying me. These are just the brands that I like. They're accessible at the Home Depot. They're not the cheapest brand. They're metal construction. These are zoomable, meaning that when you cast a light with these outside, you have your broad flash cast, and then they twist like this, and then they zoom in to get a more focused beam from the flashlight. So it's just a type of equipment that I like. I like the the portability of those kind of flashlights, and the adaptability, and then they're easy to go under your seat, in your trunk. If you have a case that you keep your tools and preparedness stuff in your car, they're easy to excuse me, they're easy for that kind of portability. So another way to do it is the solar power type of rechargeable flashlights. These have a solar panel on the side here, and then they have two larger LEDs on the front, and they're reasonably bright, but they won't break the bank. But they can always be charged anytime you have sunny days. You set it on your dashboard, and it'll keep you charged up. It also has your ports, your USB A and C, that it can be charged again from your solar power generator, and you can use this as a battery backup to charge your cell phone. So just having different ways to use and have light in an incident where you might have an emergency on the side of the road. That situation where I saw that guy in the pitch black dark using that cell phone, absolutely unsafe and absolutely unacceptable to be ill prepared that way, to where anything could happen to you just because you wanted to skimp on not buying simple preparedness items like a good sturdy flashlight that can last a long time. A lot of people have flashlights and they just put them away, and then the batteries might die out. If you have those old school incandescent bulb plastic flashlights where you stick a couple of C batteries in there and don't think about them again, and then they corrode, I don't know, you might want to think about having better equipment than that. So I choose the rechargeables like this, and I charge a bunch of different things around the house. Every few months, I'll pull things out and just charge things up, see where they are, just to make sure I got enough in case of an emergency. So I just wanted to share that with you folks, and then hopefully that'll stimulate something to make you, in your mind, to make you go out and just get something that's simple, affordable. It'll be there for you, and it can keep you safe. Just sharing with the folks. Hey, folks, thank you for watching, and let's remember, please respect the working class. See you next time.